New York is the city that never sleeps, and neither does Sal Licata. From Flushing in the Bronx to the Meadowlands in MSG, Sal sounds off on the biggest sports news of the day. Welcome to WFAN Daily with Sal Licata.
No, it's not Sal Licata, it's Pete Hoffman, but I was watching. Let's turn that bad boy off. There it is. I was watching Game 1 of the World Series, and let me just tell you something. That is the biggest punch to the gut I've ever seen in my entire life. You're talking about a New York Yankee team that wrapped up this Game 1 1,000 different ways. This Yankee team had fantastic pitching from Garrett Cole. You had a clutch home run from Giancarlo Stanton, where nothing was happening offensively, but Giancarlo Stanton gave the Yankees the 2-run home run they were looking for, dying for. And then what happened? The offense was dull the rest of the game. Aaron Judge, wake the F up. I'm sorry. I'm tired of watching you in the playoffs not being who the regular season Aaron Judge is. 58 home runs in the regular season, 144 RBIs means nothing when you go 1 for 4 or 1 for 5, whatever it is, with 3 strikeouts. You are terrible. You've got to get something clicking. It's about freaking time. And then you have the mismanagement with the bullpen. I mean, let's go through it all. It was complete colossal screw up by Aaron Boone. Garrett Cole pitched a great game. No one's going to deny that. It was a fantastic job by Garrett Cole. And for the most part, Boone does a good job of handling the bullpen. You go to Luke Weaver in a crunch time situation, and he gets you what you need to get done. Unfortunately, with the misplay by the Gold Glove Juan Soto in the outfield, while Ohtani should have been on second base, he's on third base. And I know everyone's going to sit there and blame Gleyber Torres for a mediocre swipe, mediocre grab. You're going to put Gleyber Torres on the hot seat. Gleyber, Juan Soto, Mr. Gold Glove. Mr. $700 million. Guys gonna get paid. Juan Soto's gonna get paid. It's not a question. He's one of the best hitters in baseball. He's an extreme talent. No one is complaining about that offensively, but his defense is lackluster. It is not good. Both runs in the first half of this game, in the 9-inning part of this game, both runs were scored because of Juan Soto. Juan Soto is not a good defender. He's an average defender. He's got a good arm. He's got no speed, and he allowed that Ohtani to get to third base on that eventual game-tying run, which would have had the Yankees win the game in the first 9 innings. But no, and everyone's going to sit there and blame Gleyber Torres for the same old garbage, all the lazy tag. Well, guess what? Oswaldo Cabrera was not any better, because if I'm correct, in later parts of the game, he made a diving play and he didn't make the play. He didn't make the defensive play. That's what he was supposed to do, and he didn't do it. But besides the Luke Weaver stuff, I'm sick and tired. Like, Jake Cousins did a good job, but I'm sick and tired of the Yankees going to arms in the playoffs in big-time situations with guys who haven't pitched in over a month. They did this in the last series. They did this with Jake Cousins. They did this with Luis Hill. They had him start a game. He hadn't started a game. He hadn't pitched in a game since September 28th. But you had him start a game against Cleveland. Listen, it worked out. They got to the World Series. But what is this nonsense of you giving layoffs to these pitchers and then bringing them in? You're bringing Nestor Cortez in the biggest situation of his career. And I know he wanted the ball, but don't give him the ball. You got Tim Hill. Why are you wasting Nestor Cortez? You have a perfectly good arm in Tim Hill. Get out of the game. Get out of the inning. Freddie Freeman hits a freaking grand slam. It wasn't, and to win the game, it wasn't like the game was tied. They were down a run. You could have easily have brought Tim Hill in to do the job that you tried to get Nestor Cortez to do. It was an awful approach by Aaron Boone. Not a terrible, awful. I can't believe that Aaron Boone chose to go to Nestor Cortez. And this is not I saw it all over the place. This is not a first. This is not a second guess. This is not a Monday morning quarterback. I think everybody and their grandmother was saying, why the hell is Nestor Cortez getting the ball in extra innings? Why? I mean, I have not heard the post conference yet. I have not heard the press conference from Aaron Boone, but I can only imagine that there's nothing good coming out of it. And you had all the momentum. You had a game where the Yankees were leading 2-1, where Giancarlo Stanton basically shoved it down every one of the Dodgers' throats, smashed the ball, had the momentum, brought the momentum to the Yankees, and it meant nothing. It meant absolutely nothing because nobody else on offense could do a thing. It was a disgusting approach. Now, listen, if you want to tip the cap to Jack Flaherty, I don't, because I've seen him get smoked before, so I don't tip cap to nothing. I don't understand the approach today. I just really don't, and I'm gonna blame a couple people. I'm gonna sit there and call out Aaron Judge for not being who Aaron Judge is in the biggest spots. The guy is a beast. The guy's an MVP. The guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. The guy is a defensive genius. But in the biggest spots in the playoffs, he comes up small. You can't do that. And then Juan Soto, again, he's a defensive liability. Why are you taking out Gleyber Torres for Oswaldo Cabrera? Where's the defensive replacement for right field? Where's the defensive replacement for Juan Soto? I'm sorry. That's what you have to start doing. And I'm an advocate to pay him. I'm an advocate to say he deserves his $700 million. He's going to be one of the best hitters in baseball. He's going to go down as one of the best hitters in baseball. But there's no way you could justify having him out there in right field defensively. Meanwhile, you have Alex Verdugo make the craziest catch I've seen in history of the playoffs. You want to talk about the Anthony Chavez play? No. Alex Verdugo was in the stands after this ridiculous catch of basically saving the game, even though it was in the, it was foul territory, but still, Alex Verdugo makes a sick, ridiculous catch that gives 2 outs and puts the Yankees in a situation to win this game. What else needed? You walk Mookie Betts. You got Freddie Freeman up. Lefty on lefty. But it's Nestor Cortez. Nestor Cortez is the guy that you chose to put in the spot. A guy who hasn't pitched in 30-plus days. That is a head scratcher. I don't know how you allow that to happen. I don't know how you allow Nestor Cortez to be in that spot in the biggest moment in game 1. Now, listen, it's a long series. I think everyone thinks that the series is going to go long, 6-7 games. Clearly, I mean, the first few innings, you think about it, nothing was going on. There was absolutely nothing happening. It was a slow burn. It was who's going to score first. Dodgers scored first. And again, who's the guy who responded? It was Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, the guy's a freaking Yeah, you talk about paying Juan Soto. You talk about, oh, well, Aaron Judge has already got his money. Giancarlo Stanton's the guy who should get paid because in the biggest spots, he comes up and he delivers. I mean, he just is. He's had a miraculous run this playoff season. And I know that some people want to say, well, he's had some rough ones over the past couple of years. But for the most part, he is the one who's delivering. He is the one who is hitting. He is the one who's keeping the Yankees in games. Garrett Cole pitched a great game too, so you can't knock that either. But my God, I mean, you can't allow that type of game slip out of your fingers so many ways. And again, you want to. I mean, Dave Roberts sitting there trying to bunt in was it the seventh, eighth inning, whatever it was, in a bad situation, and you get away with it. Runners doesn't score, you get out of it. I mean, how many opportunities? I mean, Dave Roberts was trying to give the game away too. There were so many times where the Dodgers were trying to give away this game. And Aaron Boone said, hold my beer. I'd like to set you up. That was as disappointing of a loss as I've seen in a long time in a World Series. It's game one. Now, that doesn't mean anything. It's a long series. But you want to know something? I mean, Aaron Judge, I've been waiting for to get hot. I've been nervous about Aaron Judge taking over and sending the Yankees, giving them a championship. Did you just wake up Freddie Freeman? I mean, did you just wake up a guy who, not to mention, a guy who earlier in the game hit a freaking triple? The guy's hobbling around the base path getting a triple because of awful defense. Misplaying baseballs. I mean, the Yankees have not been playing clean baseball whatsoever. I don't get that. But this has just been pathetic. And the Yankees should have won this game. And this has been the biggest issue. And anybody wants to sit there and poo-poo it and be like, oh, you're just a Debbie Downer with the Yankees. You know, you don't understand. The Yankees are that good. No, this has been a real thing. The Dodgers jump on mistakes and take advantage. Not every other team can. The Guardians couldn't. The Royals couldn't. But the Yankees have allowed so many different holes. They have so many different opportunities they continue to give other teams, whether it was the Royals, whether it was the Guardians. But with the Dodgers, they take advantage of the situation. And it was a bad. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth for game one because there were so many good things that happened. There's so many things you have to tip your cap to and say, I mean, Stan's just unbelievable. He really is. He's a guy who just puts it. I knew it before Flaherty threw that ball that it was out of the ballpark. That's how crazy a home run it was. Cole, dominant. You really can't knock him. I mean, the guy's an ace. That's what you pay an ace to do, and he did it. Where's everyone else? Where is everyone else? Luke Weaver, you got to tip your cap to him too. He's been dominant, man. He really has been. What did he do wrong in his 5 outs? Nothing. He gave up a fly ball, which scored a run. Why? Because Soto and Torres, you want to play both of them? Fine. Soto and Torres couldn't figure out how to handle that ball, and Torres misplayed it, and then you get Ohtani going to third base. I'm not blaming it all on Torres, though. I'm putting that more on Soto because I got to be honest with you. Everyone sits there and shits on fucking on Soto. I mean, on Gleyber Torres all the time. I'm tired of it. I watch a Gold Glove, quote unquote, Gold Glove right fielder in Juan Soto all the time. He's going to win an award, which nobody gives a crap about awards. Let's be serious. But he's nominated for an award for Gold Glove. He's sitting there in right field, and he's not really good. He's got a great arm. but he's not fast, and he has no idea how to read a ball. I'm sorry. He's a liability out there in right field. But let's blame it on Gleyber Torres, because that's all we ever do is blame things on Gleyber Torres, because he's a scapegoat, because we love to pick on Gleyber Torres. Because guess what? He's not coming back after this year, because you want to know why? He's a free agent, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'd worry about it, because Gleyber Torres offensively is one of the better players in the playoffs so far. He's brought you this far, and defensively, he's not the biggest issue. It's Juan Soto. And I still am the one who says pay the guy. But on the other hand, defensively, I just play the Ohtani role, for crying out loud. Let him go out there and play, just let him DH. Jeez. And it's disappointing because, again, you go back to that Verdugo play. I mean, you see these moments so rare in baseball where a guy makes a play like that. Alex Verdugo makes a play, and you go, oh, wrap it up. That's it. It's done. The game is over. It's it. We just got through what we needed to do. Verdugo made a sick catch. Game's over. And next thing you know, Nestor Cortez in the first pitch is throwing a meatball over the plate. And Freddie Freeman sends it to freaking the moon with Elon Musk's spaceship. Disgusting. On the first pitch. I mean, at that point in time, you might as well, rather than just walking Mookie Betts, you might as well just bean them. If that's what you're going to do, at least have some sort of impact in the game. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated after watching that game because the Yankees had it locked up so many different ways. The series is not over, but that's not how you want to end game one. That's not how you want to lose game one. Let's be serious. The Yankees, if you looked at this today, you expected the Yankees to lose game one. It's game one on the road in LA. The Dodgers are good. They got Flaherty. It's versus Cole. Yes, pitching wise, maybe it'll be close, but you expect the Dodgers just to find a way to win the game, whatever. But not by that. Not by a walk-off grand slam. Not by, after having Alex Verdugo make a sick catch, that that Freddie Freeman has the walk-off home run. Not by Aaron Boone making the choice to go to Tim Hill, shipping over Tim Hill, and going to Nestor Cortez. Again, as we're all staring at Nestor Cortez going, why is he here right now? Why is Nestor Cortez, who hasn't pitched in over a month, pitching in game one of the World Series with when he first comes in with two men home and one out? Why is Nestor Cortez coming in? Now again, Aaron Boone's talking right now. I'm sure he's got a great answer of why Nestor Cortez came in, because maybe they saw something. Maybe Nestor knew how to pitch to Freddie Freeman and I forgot and Ohtani and whomever else he had to face. It's crock of crap. It's crock of shit. Let's be serious. It was a mistake. There's not many words to say. Obviously, there's game 2 tomorrow. So the Yankees can come back. But that was as miserable as it comes. You talk about a team that has been not tested enough. They gave this game away. Like, this is what Yankee fans were concerned about going into this World Series, is that there were too many moments where the Yankees just they won, but they didn't look good doing it. And that was it. That was it in a nutshell. The offense is still not explosive enough. Their big hitters aren't really reliable. And the question about the bullpen of how you use them. And not to mention the defense is just not really that. The defense has been giving you issues. I mean, the plan is that. The defense has caused enough issues to give up the game. So it's a little bit of everything, but Marron mia. That's all I can say. Listen, game 1 is in the books. We'll do this again tomorrow. Yankees back at it. They need to find a way. Listen, I'm not saying that game 2 is the be-all, end-all to the World Series for the Yankees. Not at all. The Yankees are a good team. They've proven how good they've been all season long. Let's see if they're resilient. Okay? Let's see if they're resilient. Let's see if this Yankee team can take a punch like that and fight back. That has been my question all season long to this New York Yankee team, is when they take a punch, they tend to fall and they tend to kind of crawl into a wall. Can this New York Yankee team fight back? They've got plenty of time to catch up. Do it tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Again, it's Pete Hoffman with you on WFAN Daily, filling in for Sal Licata. Follow me at Hoff WFAN. Check out WFAN Daily. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And listen, it's just game 1. That hurts. Took a lot to get here. It's not over, but that definitely sucked. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following, all that good stuff. See you guys later.